Scorpio, your energy is very interesting. I wanted to say gorgeous, but it's given me yin and yang masterclass. I haven't dived into the tarot yet, but do you know what? Spoiler alert, Three of Cups, the Sun and the Nine of Cups. That's why I went, ooh. But listen up. The Oracle cards, the pre-shuffle, the intro you need to know if this is for you is about someone who is going above and beyond to protect others or protect another. I'm looking at legal, I'm looking at battles, I'm looking at fights, I'm looking at energetic fights, warrior spirit. It's giving me Aquarius, age of the Aquarius, rebellion. I'm standing for what's right. I'm gonna do the right thing. There's a tower moment, but it didn't affect you because you are stable and grounded. A lot of emotions in people, a lot of upset, a lot of triggers, but you are unfazed. I'm looking at a really powerful character, a really powerful person who is so gung-ho right now. I'm kicking ass and I'm going for it. And you're not going for it for you. You're going for it for others. You're gung-ho in the pursuit of justice. You are doing what is right and you are acting like the go-between, the diplomat, the judicator, the arbitrator. You are doing what is right. And there is underlying issues, emotions you have, doubt you have, self-doubt, fear. We all carry that. But you are incredibly gifted at carrying that well and carrying the others with you through this. Well done. Now, let's deep dive. First card out, the Three of Cups, followed by the Sun, followed by the Nine of Cups. Ooh is what I said initially because that is gorgeous. Three of Cups, that's a powerful energy. That's you and a team. That's you and others. That's you and a collective in happy energy, joy, completion. And to confirm that, out comes the Nine of Cups. That is wish fulfillment. That is everything that you want. But when I said this is a yin and yang reading, I clearly was not joking because following that, Five of Wands. That's that conflict, isn't it? That's that fight that you are taking on. And it's gorgeous because it's in the front of the mind and it shows that you are taking it on head on. You're dealing with this because your foundation's great. Okay? Your foundation is great. Your back of your mind's great. Your fulfillment in the now moment's great. Your surrounding environment is great. This is what happens when you do the hard work. That's what this means. Past energy, Six of Cups. Future energy, you're the strength. Also followed by that, the Page of Swords. The Four of Wands. The Four of Swords. And the Six of Swords. We are looking at a very, very, very gorgeous energy, okay? Because now I've got two fours out and I've got the four and the six together. And when the four and six come together, that's a very significant energy and a very specific message for me. I don't know if you know about the relationship between the six and the four and the six and the 64. In spirituality, I haven't seen it written or explained anywhere specifically, but in spirituality and personally to me, it has high level significance for personal growth. Unification, self-awareness, development. It is the completion of the 1 to 10 with the 6 and the 4 coming together. And in any instance I've acknowledged, it represents real power, energy, alignment, divination, divine union. Yeah, I want to talk about unification more than I want to talk about divine union and twin flame, masculine and feminine dynamics. But it does go back to that conversation of yin and yang, completion, alignment. And that's what we're talking about here. Real power seat, real power player in the game. Okay, let's keep going. A lot to discuss about these cards, but I'm going to get clarity and we'll dive. Four of Cups now covered by Knight of Pentacles. You're going slow with this. Everyone is aware of what is happening, what needs to be I want to say what needs to be going down, what needs to be going on. And there is a real management of emotions, of well-being, of love and light, of healing. Everything's going incredibly well and it is incredibly balanced. Whether you feel that is the case or not, the foundation is there. And that is the main thing here because we're heading towards that conflict. But Beyond that, you are doing great. It's gorgeous because Nine of Cups is now covered by the Ace of Wands. What a gorgeous reading. What a gorgeous reading. Energy's gorgeous. Ace of Wands, Nine of Cups. That's beautiful. That's a passionate new beginning, and it's absolute wish fulfillment, and that's in the back of your mind. That's why we like things to start in the back of the mind. The subconscious mind, the Freudian philosophy, because it's all fair and good and well to have Ace of Wands and Nine of Cups at the front of the mind, which most people would have, and in the back of the mind, they would have Five of Wands. But with you, it's in reverse because the Five of Wands are at the front, which means that's an external issue, and that's easily manageable and something you could deal with because your internals and your infrastructure is sound. Internally and externally. When I say infrastructure, I want to talk about you and your chi and your energy and your chakras, but I want to talk about you and your life and your business and your career, your family and friends, your network, your social group, your money. You're climbing, I want to say. You're climbing, yeah? And that's not in an egoic, way, because sometimes climbing can be gross, but it's not in this instance, is my point. Interesting here, Two of Cups. Two of Cups with a conflict. Okay. Ooh. What I get is people want to be your friends sometimes, and sometimes you don't want to be their friend. And it takes me back to school days. I don't want to share this, but I don't know if I will, just to be honest. In school days, I'll say from the ages of 11 up until 13, because then I went rogue from 13 onwards. This is an incredible example for you guys to bear with me. I'm not just lollygagging and chin wagging for no reason. This is important, okay? This is the vision I got. 11 years old, I was always, I don't want to say popular because that's cringe, but I was always a dominant person in this space. I'm loud, I'm bubbly, I'm big in energy and presence, okay? So people always want to be around me, but I'm a hermit. I've always been a hermit. I'm quite isolated and alone, but I'm used to being swarmed or covered with a lot of people. From the moment I started school at the beginning, I was very kind of popular and known and recognized just because of who I am. Yet internally, I am really shy and quiet and quite a withdrawn person. My first year at secondary school in the UK, that's like kind of mature school at the age of 11, leaving primary school, I had issues in the first 3 months, 6 months of being there because a lot of the girls were uncomfortable with me and going to my family and my mum to kind of complain. Parents were showing up at my house talking to my mum saying, Louise is bullying my daughter. I don't bully people. I'm not a bully. I'm so sorry. And this is hard for me to process and share with you now because now I need to self-reflect and go back to those days of crying when I was like, I'm not bullying anyone, mum. Why would I bully anyone? But I've got a group of 10 people around me. I didn't ask them to be around me. We're in a new school, it's a new environment, everyone's shy and timid and insecure, and I'm a hermit, I stand alone in any instance. So I don't need no one around me, I'm not trying to make friends. But suddenly, all of these new kids, including me, because I'm a new kid too, it's just that I know how to manage myself in any environment because I'm highly empathic, highly sensitive, I'm clairvoyant, I'm more conscious than the others. And I'm not gloating about it. I didn't even know it at the time. I just know how to hold my own in environments because I've just learnt to do that. So when I'm not babying all of these other girls who want to be part of the group, and I haven't told you can't hang around with us, but I'm not responsible for you. Imagine there's like 7 to 10 girls every day wanting to meet up after class, or all of us go in a group here. Let's go in the group here. And everyone's like, I don't want to hang around with her. I don't want to hang around with her. I don't want to hang around with her. Louise, should we let her in? Louise, should we let her hang around with her? I don't fucking care. To be honest, I would like to walk down the corridor alone. I don't desire any of this social group. This is headache for me. But because I'm the dominant person in the environment, now I'm the lead. And when people are clingy, yeah, clingy, I'm uncomfortable. You're saying I'm bullying you because I'm saying, please give me space. But that's because at every moment of the day where we're not in class and we're allowed to be our free selves, you're practically on my back. You're so close to me, I can't breathe. You're in my energetic field. So I can't remember how I used to speak then or what I would even say, but I know, like, and I'm mature now, so I get it. I'm like, I know that you're quite timid and sensitive, and you would rather kind of be close to me because I'm loud and bubbly, and you want to be part of a group, and you're trying to settle into this new school, so you're coming towards me. But hold on, wait. Why have I got to play this role? Because I'm that person too. I'm new here. But oh, she's the loud one. She's the bubbly one. So they're like, but why can't Louise make her fit into the group? Who the fuck am I? Your mother? I'm 11 years old and you're arguing with my mum or having a debate or coming round to my house saying, can you fix this relationship, please? Because she needs to be in the friendship group with all of you. Your friendship group's really big and she wants to be part of it. Why am I now the umpire for this social group that I don't even want to be part of? I'm going through the same things that everyone else is here. We're all new and we're all trying to find ourselves in this social group. All of us. I'm holding my own. And that's hard for me. You don't see me cry. You don't see me show emotion. You see the grittier version of me because I know what I need it to exude in the now moment to survive this shit. Because I'm hyper aware and I'm monotropic and I'm neurodiverse. So I'm processing different. Did I tell your child anything negative? Maybe I said, oh, just leave me alone. You're annoying me. I don't like you right now. Because you're literally holding onto my blazer as I walk down the corridor because you're so timid and scared. And I can feel your timid vibration. And I don't need it. Because I've got my own timid energy, thanks, that I'm trying to temper. And that is the story I needed to share with you. And I've never had that thought in donkeys. So how weird. I'm connecting with a Scorpio who has has incidents like that. And you don't want to feel like the negative person, but I don't want to be your friend. And and we're grown adults now. So that's crazy. But if you don't want to be someone's friend, you don't have to be someone's friend, you know? If you don't want to associate with someone, you don't have to. If someone's energy is not for you, someone's energy is not for you, it's okay. Setting healthy boundaries is the most important thing you can do. Yeah? We all go through stuff. We all operate in different ways. I'm out there. I will go and talk to anyone. I will pull up in any environment, be social, be bubbly, and I will do what I've got to do because my heart yearns for it. But I'm also always willing and receptive to receive someone to say they're not comfortable and they don't like that, or I'm too much for them. I'll read the energy in the room. I'll assess the situation and I'll give as long as I can, because if it feels good for me sometimes just to love and exist and be in that vibration, you know? And that's the thing. You've got a gorgeous energy. You've got a gorgeous vibration that other people want to be in. It makes them feel safe. It makes them feel whole. I mean, come on. You're coming out with 3 of Cups, the Sun, and the 9 of Cups. Who wouldn't want to be in that force field? Who wouldn't want to be in that atmosphere? Who wouldn't want to be in that social group? Who wouldn't want to be around that? Yeah? So it's about understanding the power that you have. And it isn't always about, it isn't always about being empathic and lovely and sweet and kind, but it isn't about being horrible either. So it's about finding that yin and yang, like I said, the balance between the two. Because people obviously love and admire you. People really care about you and what you bring to the table. But when they don't get to be close enough to you or don't know how to handle you in the environment, they lose. The 2 incidents I had were 2 people that actually kind of were from my neighbourhood. I grew up with them. So they lived a stone throw away from me. One lived on the street, like 1 street away. The other lived 2 streets away. So their parents automatically assumed, oh, they can all go to school together, can't they? And they can all come home after school together. Oh, they're going to be best friends, these 3. I'm so sorry to break your dream. You clearly didn't manifest that well enough. Because if you did, we would have all had a healthier balance in mind, body, and spirit, and been able to walk down the corridor without trembling at the sight of other students. Right? And that's me being a bit of a bitch now, going, I can't carry, and I had an argument with one of the girls, I can't carry you through this school year. Imagine being in year 7, 11 years old, and you've got to go to someone who's like your best friend, and she's like, I can't, like, I'm sorry, I can't carry you. I know you're scared, and I know you're nervous. I am too. There's bare shit going on. It's the first year. There's all these boys here. There's all these girls here. Everyone's talking about who they like, and the playground's hectic, and things are going off, and everyone's talking, and there's drama. It's all kicking off. It's new. It's scary. But I can't carry you. You have to carry you. And that was the issue. And now I'm tarnished as a bully because I'm saying I can't carry you. Leave me alone, please. I need a break from you. Like, that's how deep it was getting for me. And that's how I should have known that I was not okay in the head from a young age. Because why am I going to people? I need space. I need space. I need space. We need healthier boundaries in our relationship. Because, everywhere, you just have a shadow. I've got my own shadow. I don't need one in a physical form of another person. And it's not that I don't love and care about you, but you're presenting as my shadow at this time. And I am a really bitch when it comes to people not living in their truth and just being who they are. Because that I'm very much that person, and that's what I know. Just exist as you. What else can you do other than be you? But that represents in different ways, and people come from different backgrounds, get taught different things. I've learned that now, studying developmental psychology. But that doesn't mean we should be punished or targeted or feel guilty because others show up in the way in which they do. Yeah? However you show up is how you show up. And I can't give you my aura to make you feel great. I can't give you my confidence. I can't give you my intelligence. I can't give you my wisdom. I can't give you my know-how. And in that same breath, I'm not being egoic and I'm not being obnoxious about who I am and what I exude. I'm just saying, you see all this stuff inside of me that you think's great. I can't do anything else with it but own it because it's mine. Yeah? And I'm not trying to flex. This is just me. And you're just you. And there's not a damn thing wrong with you. You're amazing. And I hope you can see that. And I hope you never feel the need to conform to me or try and be more like me or do you get what, like, unique identity is such a beautiful thing. So for Scorpio, we're going around the houses here. You've got me spinning out on pastimes. But the point is, and the main advice here is, how can you really let all these, as the phrase, sleeping lions lie? Because there's beautiful souls everywhere, and they need the power to be beautiful souls on their own. You need space in your circumference. You have every right to create healthy boundaries and set precedents for what is and isn't okay, or a comfortable space for you to exist. And you've got to speak on it. Set the standards, set the precedents, let it be known. What is that thing called? I think I made one and I never used it. It's used in corporate, and it is a well-being technique, but it's not quite a resume or an ID card, but how you operate, basically. There's different terms for it and there's different versions of it. I'm seeing an infographic version and then just a normal kind of like job description style version, but it just sums up how you operate as a human being. I've seen loads of different templates for that, but then that's what's needed. How do you operate as a human being, and do others know your likes, your dislikes, your do's and your don'ts, the things that do and don't make you comfortable, and make that clear. And then make one for the group. Make that for the whole, everyone in their own unique teams, and make everyone be aware of that. Make sure everyone's working and aligned to that kind of ethos and mission, or that shared culture of understanding. Because we don't need forceful vibrations or forcing engagement when we have to spend so much time with each other. And it's quality time that could be purposeful and meaning, but it won't be when it's shrouded in heavier energy because everyone's trying to compete or be the closest to you or give this or give that. It's just not needed, right? So 6 of Cups clarified by the 5 of Cups. And it's like you've had to heal through a lot. And in the past, you've got examples of this, what I've told you, this situation, and you know how it didn't work before. So now you know how to make it work from what I've said about what that description will look like, that explanation will look like, and how everyone has these kind of conversations. Yeah? Strength is in you and in the relationships that you really, really want. Yeah, it's coming out with Queen of Pentacles, so it lets me feel like that's a feminine energy, especially because underneath that is 10 of Cups. You know what you want, you know who you want, with this Strength card and the 10 and the Queen of Pentacles, but then with the Page of Swords and the 10 of Cups, it's confirmation of that. Then the 4 of Wands with the 10 of Wands, it's about committing to that. And not being burdened by the commitment that you make moving forward. It's letting me know that you're going to make a commitment moving forward in regards to important relationships and the love that you do let in your life. And I want to say the loves. I talk so much about relationships and love languages, and I always speak about them from a standpoint of everyone in your life, not just the romantic one. For me, as a hermit, I really, really look at every relationship in life as just as important, romantically. And I'm very funny about who I do and don't let in my life. And over the last few years with everything I've done, I've let practically everyone go. And started again. And it hasn't been an easy thing to do, but it's been the right thing to do because I know what I want in my life and what I don't want in my life. And I have to be willing to take risks to create healthy relationships and no longer exist in a realm of toxicity by any degree that isn't freedom and liberation for me. And there's struggle, there's obstacles, and we're not always going to have positive, healthy relationships all the time with people. But if we know that the solid ground we stand on is true, then we can always prosper, right? And I see that here for you. I see your desire to make sure that everything in your circumference is right. And you've been resting for a long time. You've been, I want to say, resting on your laurels a little bit with taking action on this, really dealing with this. Stepping on toes isn't something you wanted to do here, but you know you've got to. You could have I want to say in-house fighting in the team. I feel more team energy and more corporate energy than I do family energy. 3 friends, potentially. A small group of friends, a small group of people that you really care about that are involved in this. But the bigger group or the arguments, it could be more team related, business related, corporate related. It could be sports related, so sports teams as well. But gym buddies, workout teams, stuff like that. But either way, the choice is that you are going to move forward with absolute assurity now. Yeah? You're really making sure that you are self-assured and everyone with you is also self-assured. Do you know how nice it feels to align to someone in high vibration? Who's unique and different to you, speaks their own truth, but still can absolutely hold their own, then you haven't got to worry. You haven't got to carry the weight. And then when you don't have someone like that around you, and you've got the opposite who is needy and needs you and clingy and is draining your energy, if you check that person, then you're the meanie, you're the bully, you're not fair. And it creates conflict because it's just not right. You should help me. Yeah, if you're a rich person as well and you're well off, why are you not paying for the food? Why are you not paying for the whole meal? Why are you not doing this? You're the one with all the money. You should pay. Like, that energy really gets me annoyed as well. People always have expectations. You're the one who knows how to do that. You're the best cook here, so you just cook for everyone. You're the best. Well, so what does that mean? If I'm the best at all of these things, I should just do everything then. Yeah? I've got the most money, so I should pay for everything then. Just put it all on Scorpio then. Just put it all on Scorpio. Because that way no one else ever has to try. And another story I'm getting on the way out, but it's not even going to be a story. I'm just going to give you an example of what I said to someone one time because it was the most important observation I had potentially ever made. Some people in life look at other people as a way to get what they want, get things done. And they choose not to do the work. They choose not to put in the effort, not to learn, not to study, not to get their hands dirty or walk the walk. They get someone else to do it for them. And every time someone bypasses the journey, the experience, they think they're winning. I've got someone else to pay for that for me. I've got someone else to take that test for me. I've got someone else to clean the house for me. I've got someone else to pay my bills for me. I've got somebody else to do all of that for me. Aren't I a sneaky, cheeky person to be able to escape the hard work? And what I said was, all the years that you have been going around escaping the hard graft and getting instant gratification and wins off other people's expense, you now are not very expensive because you have no skill set. You have no experience. You don't really have anything to bring to the table, where the person that you've manipulated and used, the people that have done all the hard work for you, they're grafters. Because they actually have a skill. And it wasn't even their skill that they were meant to develop. That wasn't even part of their life purpose. That wasn't even a skill they desired to accrue. They were just nice people who wanted to help you because you acted needy and broken. So to support you, they took time out of and money out. They took out energy and time to help you. And as a result, they're more integritous. They're smarter. They know how to manage their money more. They know how to be more giving. They know what goodwill is. They know how to complete a task. They know how to write a contract. They know how to sign on the dotted line, make big agreements, make big deals, build massive pieces of furniture or technology because they done it. They done the work. You thought you were winning. You weren't. And as you get older and older and older, and eventually everyone starts to cotton on to all the shit that you have been outsourcing, the moment you can't outsource anymore, you're fucked. Because you can't achieve shit. Because you haven't accrued shit independently on your own. And that was a massive awakening for me to go, my goodness, someone has spent their whole life, and this isn't you, Scorpio, this is the awareness of what you choose to bring in your circumference versus what you don't. Because you could have some people in the nest, individuals in the nest, that have outrightly been outsourcing left, right and centre, never developing that skill for themselves. So at the end of the day, when it comes to checks and balances, I can't go any further with you. I can't do anything with you. In the future, you are, useless to me. And there we go, that's that bullying ideology again, because now we've just called somebody useless. But you are. Because you can't do fuck all. Because you got lazy, and you slept on yourself, and you thought it would be easier to get someone else to do it. And now that someone else you got to do it is a now fucking genius. Imagine you got the intern to do that. Every time I ask you to do something, you ask that member of staff that always is extra gung-ho because they really want to get ahead. So you gave that member of staff 20 odd jobs to do. You gave your daughter, you gave your cousin, you gave your sister, you gave somebody else 24 jobs to do because you didn't want to do it. And all the time you're sitting there on your nice salary, feet up, resting, raking it in, thinking you're a winner and thinking that person's an absolute mug. And guess what? That person has just taken your mugshot practically because now you are the criminal who has lied to yourself and deceived yourself thinking that you are great, but you're an absolute con, and it's showing in your work, it's showing in your reality. And life is work. Your life's work. Everything that you do have, everything you've manifested for yourself, your 10 of Pentacles and your 10 of Cups are going to show up and they're going to reflect what you've put in. Karma is a real thing. So now that intern, now that member of staff, or that person who took on the 24 jobs is an absolute professional in 24 different disciplines. Damn. Maybe you should have done the work. Simple as that. Sometimes that's how the cookie crumbles, guys. Scorpios, continue to kick ass. Do not regret being smart and wise and choosing the person who has actually done the work versus the person who is just scapegoating. Love and light.